Greetings. Here I am in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, at the Rehabilitation Center. And I think overall I've been pretty happy with the care that I've been given here. Don't tell anybody. I don't want it to change. So the objective is for me to get home and to be able to walk around my house um, without assistance. So right now, what I've been doing is I've been walking um, in the hallway. I did walking upstairs in the gym. But, 2 days ago, I walked out this door, down the hallway to the almost to the doors. It's 80 feet. Um, I get up from the chair. I get into the walker, and my therapist follows me with the wheelchair behind me. So if I get tired or I lose my balance, she can scoop me up before I hit the floor. But fortunately, I've been doing all right. Um, when I did it upstairs, I realized that I had the walker out too far from me. So I was putting a lot of energy into maintaining my balance. So now it just stays close to me and I just move it along. I mean, there's no rush, there's no fire. I don't have to be anywhere anytime soon. So um, 2 days ago, I did the 80 feet from here to the end of the hall almost, um, and then walked back. I got a little tired of the walk back, and we broke that up to I think it was 38 feet, and then 32 back to my chair. So that was pretty good. Yesterday was an outing to a doctor's visit to the wound center down in Great Barrington, so they could see how progress has been. Um, that one's a little bit more energetic because um, my wheelchair is not narrow enough to fit uh, in the open position right onto the ramp, which I think is pretty stupid, but that's the way it is. So basically, I'd have to walk onto the ramp that picks you up or picks you up into the thing, and then I have to crouch down or else bend over and walk into the ambulance, and then sit in my wheelchair inside the ambulance, and then do the whole thing in reverse when I want to get out of it. So there's a fair amount of work to just to get into the transport and then get off the transport and then do it all again when I'm leaving down there. So I'm having some difficulty maintaining energy levels, uh, getting out of the chair, standing up. Uh, the more times I do it, um, the fatigued I get. So today was a pretty good day. We went out the door and walked down. I went all the way to the glass to the best I could. That's 90 feet from my chair. I did it all in one swoop. And then we turned around and I sat for a few minutes. It's an interesting thing. I have one of these things actually around my neck because when I was really sick, it was my way of watching to see what I was doing. And I usually am around 96%. I mean, I could check to see what I am right now. But if I do something strenuous, it'll say 96, and you may think it's all good. But you have to watch it for about a minute or two, and then it actually drops out when your body catches up. But I didn't really know that. And now it's at 98 and 77 at rest, 77 heart rate. But it's interesting. Often we'll do something and they'll check my thing and they'll only watch it for like 30 seconds, and once the numbers pop up, they check those numbers. They don't look to see the fact that it's actually dipped down. But I was going as low as 60% prior to getting on this journey, and now I don't really get down below 86, 80, 85 so far. I haven't really gone down much more than that. So it is really cool. So anyway, I get to the end of the hallway, and then we walk up. And instead of coming back here, we walked all the way to the end of the hallway to the nurse stand where the nurse is, and there's a sitting area down there. So that was what was that? Well, that was about 92 feet, which is kind of interesting. So the walk into here is about 12 feet. So I'm not sure about how the numbers work, but it was pretty good. And I really wasn't all that winded. It gets a little tiring, but not usually. Sat down for a few minutes, and we were going to turn around. And I said, "Hey, let's get on the scale and see what my weight is." So I'm kind of excited now to see what my weight is as I progress. And so it was 35 feet from where we had parked to the scale. So I got up and walked to the scale, and then so I got on the scale with the walker, and I was I don't remember what I was, 435, I think. The walker, I was in full rig. I had my urine bag. I had my pump for my wound vac, which is a fairly heavy little device, and then of course I had the walker, and so that was 435. It's the whole kit and caboodle. And then I stepped off and weighed the walker with the wound vac and the urine bag, and that was about 20 pounds. So 435. So that brings me down to 420. I think it went down more than that. So it must not have been, because I think we decided it was going to be like 415. And like I said before, I don't remember, or I don't know if I just said it, I don't remember when I was that light. I think that before I moved to Western Massachusetts, I was under 400. And then when I went on insulin is actually when I started gaining weight rapidly. So it's a rather interesting thing. The goal is 90 feet to 100 feet in one swoop. That's what the goal is. And then the goal is to work on stamina so that I could, maintain it without getting too tired and have places to sit along the way. So I probably shouldn't go grocery shopping without, one of those powered buggies or something, at least for a while. Either that or carry a fold-up chair with me. But frankly, it's easy to just order everything online and ship it to the house. Nighttime meds are coming around. So it's about 7 o'clock. I'm tired though. It's been kind of tiring once I was done with all that. But tomorrow we'll do some more walking, and hopefully we'll just do walking. Work on that. Upstairs there's stairs to work, but I'm pretty good with stairs because I can hold on to both railings. So that's really not as much an issue at the moment. Kind of hoping she'd bring in my meds so I can show you the stuff that I take. It's supposed to promote healthy healing of the wound. And I don't know if we want to go to dead airspace. And I don't know, I have much more to talk about. So I got this book here. I'll show you some books I got. I recently got a book written by Mark Levin for the Unpress or something. It was a pretty good book to read. I gave it to a friend. So I got this book. I could have Amazon delivered directly here, which is great. And it talks about low salt backwards. So you're going to have to figure it out. But it's a really good book. It talks about a lot of that stuff, and I haven't even got no recipes yet. I've been just reading about. I'm almost to recipes about how food interacts with stuff to go into low sodium. Now I've been on a low sodium diet now for 20, 26, 24 days. 20, since the 28th, that would be uh, 28 days I've been on a low sodium diet. And it took a little while, but I'm kind of used to not having salt. So I don't miss it. And I found a website online that I can look up food, particularly fast food, and it just amazes me about salt content in fast food. So here in the States, we have McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King. I don't really like Burger King, but I was looking at McDonald's. Every food that I looked at is extremely high in sodium. So if you base a normal person should be around this one here, they actually say 1,500 milligrams of salt, but I'm set at a 2,000 milligrams, which is 2 grams. Everything on the McDonald's menu is exceeding 800 milligrams. Even if you just order a hamburger on a bun, it's 800 milligrams. So if typical people will pull in and get a double quarter pounder with cheese, and it'll be you're already exceeding your daily dosage just by ordering one of their specials. The same thing with Wendy's and their Baconator. They're all the same. They just put so much salt. And the advantage for a restaurant to put salt in the food is to get people to continue drinking alcohol. Because they'll constantly feel thirsty. Hi.
Oh, look at you looking at yourself. I didn't see that you had a camera going. Look at that.
Yeah, do a little video. That's okay. No problem.
Is it okay to give
my stuff?
Yes, your nighttime pills now.
Yep.
Okay, I'll be right back.
And my goop.
And your what?
And my goop. My shot of goop. A protein shot.
Oh, I'm about to say, what are you talking about? Okay. It is actually goop. It's so thick and
I know. But it's an acquired taste. Yeah, so if you figure your 3 meals and you divide them up, you know, 600 grams each meal. So if one thing you order at a restaurant is 1,000 milligrams, you pretty much killed yourself. And then, of course, there's the fat and sugar and all that. So I think at this point, the only thing left on the McDonald menu that I can have is their yogurt parfait. Hopefully, that's still there. And then, of course, when you consume lots of salt and you drink lots of water, even if it's just water, you absorb it. Your body absorbs it. It doesn't pee it out. So then you just bloat. And that's you look at all the weight that I've lost. It's all been water weight. It's just freaky. And that's what my legs are. My legs are all swollen from water because gravity it goes down to the legs, and then my heart's not strong enough to push it back up. So I just want to show you the scoop that I have, and then I'll probably go offline. And there's nobody here anyway, so. So that's the book that I've been reading, is this book here. Another book that I just got is How to Shoot Video That Doesn't Suck. I'm going to have to see if there's a way to flip my screen so it doesn't come up backwards. But you'll have to read it. Shoot Video That Doesn't Suck. It's a pretty good book, and it's written just to learn how to shoot video. It doesn't talk about equipment. So even if you're just using your cell phone to shoot your video and not an expensive camera, you can still learn about how to compose and options about not having boring video. So it's interesting. I'm just into 50 pages of it. I've been reading it for a couple of days, but it's kind of cool. I have another one too, but it's in my drawer. I'm not going to get it for you. So it says there's a couple of people watching, but nobody's saying anything. I guess I said something that probably talked to you. But yeah. Yeah, please.
It's not cold, I'll tell you that right now. Look, you already got your sleeve ready to go. Trying to avoid the cameras. Woof.
I don't think you're in it. Are you?
I come over here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not beautiful, but at least I'm not
I
ugly.
have to figure out how to reverse the camera. Right now it's backwards.
Oh my God, I look old as I'll get up in the camera. Maybe all the white hair I have. Okay, sweetheart, you have a good evening.
Thanks.
Your pills and your goop.
And my goop. My Jello shot.
Yeah, it's too bad it's not the real kind, huh?
So I have this goop, and it's very thick. It's really thick, but it's a protein shot that they give people that have wounds and they want to try to stimulate rapid growth, and it's it's a lot better than trying to consume protein, animal protein or fish protein or whatever. And it's kind of like a cough syrup. I don't know if it's cherry or and then I can do the heal faster. I want to do it. So it's not really bad tasting stuff, but it's pretty good. So down to 20 minutes, so it's probably a good place to end it. Just wanted to give you a little update of my journey here, and I wish everybody happy out there. Go dig some dirt and plant some greens and ta-ta.